Hi guys, Jade Morris here with UFC light heavyweight Paul Craig. We're catching up with him ahead of UFC 209. How are you doing, Paul?
Still feels weird hearing that UFC fighter. That still feels a bit weird, you know. It still doesn't seem like it's true yet. Only one fight in the UFC. Let's just call me MMA fighter. I don't know if UFC fighters are quite legit at the moment.
Well, you had a very impressive UFC debut.
It all went well. It all went like, if you were wanting a UFC debut, that's how it should have been. It felt good. And especially in Sacramento, man, they loved the Bearjew.
Well, obviously, you've got a big fight coming up, UFC 209, and this is actually quite a quick turnaround for you as well. Did you say to him, I want to be quite active? What was the deal with that?
Well, we'd asked for, we've been in contact with Mark Godbeer, another UFC fighter, and he was getting ready to do his training camp, and he said, listen, I'm needing big athletic guys, any chance I can come up and train with you a few times? We went to the UFC and said, listen, Mark's on this card, is there any chance that we could get on the card as well? It would work perfectly with regards to our training, and it would complement each other. And they come back to us and said, listen, unfortunately, Paul, that card's fully booked. A few days later, they then come back to me and said, Paul, there's an opportunity. This is who we're offering you, and you don't really get an opportunity to say, no, I don't really want him, or I want this guy, because I did set my sights on maybe a top 15 opponent.
Okay.
But when UFC comes and says, listen, we've got 209 for you, and this is who we're giving you, you don't refuse it. So we'll get Pedro, what is it? Pedro something, I don't even know. Pedro will come.
Tyson Pedro.
Tyson Pedro, that's the guy.
I was waiting for you to see if you'd get him. I thought, I'll leave her alone. Tyson Pedro.
He was like hanging off a cliff there.
I thought, I'll see if you save yourself, but...
Nah, I can't do it. My knowledge is terrible about me.
And also, it must be absolutely amazing too, because we actually spoke to Mark Godbeer recently, and it must be great that you guys get to train together and for the same card as well. So it must be nice to kind of have each other to bounce off with that.
It's every time me and Mark we work with each other, it's this sort of, it's like, have you ever seen in North America the bisons that just blast their heads together? That's exactly what it's like. And the two of these don't really move, and it's like this wee sort of nudge and this nudge and this nudge, and we're always improving each other. Mark's known for his stand-up and his knockout power. I'm known for my jiu-jitsu, and we complement each other well. Now, the thing is, Mark is not a slouch in the ground. Mark is very dangerous on the deck. He's just never had the opportunity to show him doing that. And it's the same with me standing up. I've had a few chances to show my stand-up, but nothing like what I've got in Arsenal. So we're this really, really good couple where we just work well together. And there's no egos in the gym when it's like, I'm the alpha male or he's the alpha male. It's just like, man, the two of us have got this, we've got this goal, and the two of us want to get to it. So it's a cool feeling.
And how does it feel to be on this card? Because this is a massive card as well. So it's going to be in Vegas. There's some huge fighters on that card. You've got Woodley, Thompson, Overeem Hunt. There's quite a lot of big fights on that card. How does it feel to be a part of that?
See when people ask me this, and they ask me about how does it feel to be standing next to these guys? Like in the last fight we had with Benson Henderson, I didn't know who Benson Henderson was. I've seen him be knocked out. I didn't know who he was. I'd always seen the Showtime kick that Andy Pettis done.
Oh,
I didn't know who he was, but he was talking away to us, and people asking us questions in the changing room. And my coach, Brian, he was a bit fanboy. He's like, that's Benson Henderson. I was like, I don't know who it is. So it's the same with this guy. I know who Tyron Woodley is, and I know who all these guys are, but I'm just like, they're just normal guys, same as me. Like, people come up to me in the street and ask for pictures, like, oh, I'm really sorry, Pester, you can have a picture. Like, I'm just a normal guy like them and like all these other fighters, so it's not really set in who I'm fighting with, who's round about me debuting as well.
And what are your thoughts on this fight? So obviously, this opponent, you got Tyson Pedro. Have you been doing a lot of research on him? Where do you think he's a threat?
Well, I never researched my opponents. That's my coach's job. I never researched them for the simple reason I had a lot of pullouts early on in my career, and I don't like to put pressure on myself where like, oh, this guy's a knockout artist and he's knocked everybody out he's fought. I don't know what he's good at. I know where we think he's good at. My coach and I had a discussion. He's told me, listen, He's a jiu-jitsu fighter. All his fights have ended in subs, bar one. But he, to my base of my knowledge, he comes from an amateur background. But there's boxers and there's boxers. There's grapplers and there's grapplers. To be elite in any of these sports, you need to be good. And I don't see him being an elite in grappling or boxing. So I see this as a nice easy fight for me. And I don't know if the UFC are doing it because they want to try and push me that wee bit further, or because he's just a guy who's there. So I think I'll be able to stop him. 5-0 in the UFC, collecting another 0 as well. You know, I took Enrique de Silva's, I took Carol Moore's. Man, I'm just going to have a necklace full of zeros. There's all these guys' bosses.
Well, I was going to say, you know, you're already 9-0, so obviously, you know, you will be going into this fight very confidently. You said before, you know, your coach Brian, he knows this division like inside out. Does that give you a lot of confidence when you're going in facing these fighters? Or
having a team like Brian's built a team round about him and all the guys he fights with, and having that team, all these guys bring different things. Brian's the guy at the top. He's a head of MMA. It's his gym. He owes their asses, and underneath him you've got other coaches. Where I've got a boxing coach who's a WBA world champion. I've got Stevie Houston, who is a kickboxing who has made kickboxing champions in like some of the most savage kickboxing you're ever going to see. I've got Marcus Nardini, who's my jiu-jitsu coach, who deals with all my jiu-jitsu side of things. I've got wrestling coaches, David McDonald. So I've got all these different coaches doing all these different jobs to make this one product at the end. And it works for us. It's worked in the past, and it's what it's currently working for us now. So Brian's the man at the top, and just by Brian bringing in all these guys, make me a better fighter, which is a good thing to have around about you. I know people have like one coach who's trying to do everything. Brian knows he's not a master at everything, so he brings in his opinion, the masters at it.
It's great as well to see the development of MMA over here, because obviously, you know, over the past few years there have been so many UK, Ireland, Scottish fighters coming through. Do you think we're going to see a big change over the next few years, and we're going to see a lot more champions from obviously, you know, UK, Scotland, Ireland?
Yeah.
Obviously, Conor McGregor's leading the way at the moment.
Yes, indeed. America. The Americans were just saturating the market, and it was really hard to get even European guys, never mind just UK guys. But now the UK guys are taking over, and we're having 2 champions. So we're going to call them UK guys, Bisping and McGregor. So I think it's the UK guys are going to take over, and especially this is going to be a good year for Scotland. With myself, Stevie Ray, Joanne Calderwood, hopefully bring it back to Scotland as well. That's my dream, is to walk out the Hydro. I've never had that opportunity yet. You know, I train with a guy called Chris Bungard, he's my training partner, and he's walked out in the Hydro to fight, and he's like, who'd have thought I'd have been here before you? So I'm jealous here, but I need to get my ass to the Hydro. So
that's where you want your next fight to be.
That's what I want my next fight to be. But the UK scene is getting bigger and bigger, and the more people that get interested in it, the bigger it gets. The better coaching is going to get as well, because people are realising that it's not just this one guy who shows you how to do kickboxing, who shows you how to do grappling. You need individually your guys to show you this, and it's not getting diluted if you're getting shown it directly from the source.
Yeah, no, I couldn't agree more. Well, it's so exciting to see all these fights coming up, and it's really exciting to obviously see, you know, guys like yourself coming through. Well, we can't wait to see you at UFC 209. It's been lovely to speak to you, and good luck.
Thank you very much, man. I'll catch up with you soon.